like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
So go! Run 40! Get that ball right here. Watch this. Go ahead. Back. 12.
On first down, it's long. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here I come again.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Luck. The open man is Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Check out. 622. 57.
Back to throw, Love. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Lott. The catch made by Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the Vikings' 37-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Kill. Turn it up. Hey, check. Slams. On. Hey, alert 3.
Here's Locke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
57. Zoo. Man, that's trash. Go. Mike 57.
From the red zone now, Locke finds his tight end Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Locke on third and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The the difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set. 20. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 33. Go.
Throwing. Mayfield completes it to Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First down, Vikings.
Alert.
Mayfield on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. Now a hit and lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
11Z. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's 11. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got it.
Throwing on third down. Locke. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
They're going to go. It's Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Mike 52.
On first down, Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Check out. 390. Watch the run. 12. Mike 52. Bravo. Tighten up. Pull it together. Joker. Go ahead. Joker. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey.
Again, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. From the gun on third down, Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
11Z. 12. Back 2 the mic. Mike back 2. I'm trying to collect. Where's Bill?
Here we go on 4th. Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Let's go, baby.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Coleman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the red zone now, Mayfield. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Tight go. Check it out, read. Check. Fresno. Point it right. Hurry. Flare.
Here's Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 57. It's coming this way. Here we go. Out. Right. Switch.
Now it's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Don't let him breathe.
Here's Lott. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield now. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, orbit. 24's the mic. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Hey, alert 33. He's coming.
3rd and long for Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
12. Hey, wahoo! Mike 52, Mike 52. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check three.
From the 50, it's Love. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
52's the mic, boy. 52. Silver. 11.
On first down, it's Long. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
12. 52. Hey, Alpha. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. On. Run. Check 13. Hey, check.
Throwing is Long. Complete. Smith has it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Block throwing again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Second down and goal. Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
11 Z. Hey, Steve 6. Mike 5-2. Hey.
To throw is Long. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield completes it to Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Vikings.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Shoot. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7. Hurry. 24 is the mic. You got night. 24 is the mic. Know your job. Real.
And again, it's Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 24-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. Check 37. Check 37. Bang. Wrong right.
And to give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Love. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. 52's the mark.
Now Locke. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Strip the ball. Hey, Charlie. No, Mike 52. Mike 52. All day, baby. All day.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. The open man is Smith. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
12. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52. Check.
Throwing again is Locke. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Hey, Zoo. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Regular.
First down, Mayfield. They still can't get it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57, go, go. Set the tone, defense.
Here's Love. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. This is Coleman with the ground. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mexico, 540. 11. Watch Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
After the interception, it's Love. Dancing, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
12. 58, exit, 52. You ready?
Now Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
You got nothing. Mike 52. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Nice, sweetheart. No. 12. Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. 3 bucks.
Luck now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Luck to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now it's Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
Yeah, they'll have to be careful how they handle this. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep up. It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Vikings.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Under 10, 7, 80 weapons. Hurry!
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good.